Happy New Year, everyone. This is it. This is the last day of the year. We are not actually working today, but I shot this video ahead of time, so we're good to go. I'm Liv. I'm here to tell you about this week's Friday Fabric Features collection. These are the fabrics that will go live tomorrow on our website at 10 a.m. Central Time on thriftynotion.com. I'm just going to start talking. Here's the fabric. We find after dealing with all kinds of fabrics that we just have a hard time coming up with good names for fabrics. We need to have different names on the website so we can keep everything straight and separated and not get one fabric confused with another, obviously. So if we say navy twill for 3 different things, it's just not going to work out. We try to get a little more creative, and we find that themes for our collections help with that. So this is our mystery themed collection. Our first fabric is Body in the Garden Floral Jacquard. I think that's the most macabre name from the whole collection, so we start big here. This is a Jacquard, which means it has an ornate, you can see it on the back, there's an ornate pattern woven into the actual weave of the fabric, and then they printed this floral over that. So this sort of dark, moody floral, really pretty warm tones. Dresses and skirts are going to be your best bet for something like this. You could also use it for home deck. It's got a really beautiful colorway that would be wonderful for home deck. You could do, there's not a lot here. You could maybe get 1 window's worth of drapes out of it. Definitely things like throw pillows. Pretty one. This is Murder, She Wrote. It is a polyester georgette, so not quite super see-through. It's a little bit see-through. It's got some extra thread attached to it there. This one's great for dresses. It's meant for breezy, flowy things. So blouses and dresses are good for this one. This beautiful burgundy floral. This is a nice cotton plaid. We called this one Gumshoe Plaid. Just a nice medium weight cotton. This is another one of those where your scraps are totally quiltable, and if you're not going to use them or give them to a quilter, send them back to us. We will get them to a quilter, possibly me. I just cannot pass up a good woven shirting. This is great for making shirts, button-ups in particular, but you can also do things like pinafores, little dresses, big dresses, whatever suits you, depending on who you are sewing for. Just a nice red, white, and blue plaid. This one's called In the Study. It is a poly cotton chintz, and it's maroon. Chintz is a polished cotton, so it has, well, polished cotton or polycotton. It's polished fabric. One side's kind of shiny. It's usually meant for home deck. You use it for things like upholstering dining chairs. You could also use it for things like throw pillows. It's a pretty versatile fabric, very similar in weight to quilting cotton, but this one has a little bit of polyester mixed into it. So really good for home deck. You can also use it for clothing. If you wash it and put it through the washer and dryer, that shiny finish on it is going to fade. It will not stay shiny, so keep that in mind. We have a lightweight wool here. This one is called Miss Marple. A lovely gray background, sheer wool fabric, lovely for things like scarves. You could also do a blouse. It might be a touch itchy. This is a soft wool, but against your skin, it might be just a little bit itchy. More for things like scarves, I think. You could also do a lined skirt or dress. Would be very pretty. This is just a lovely print. This one is a denim. It is called Baskerville Stripe. It's a gray twill, the thing you make jeans out of. This one's a poly cotton. It is nice and sturdy. You can definitely make pants with this. In fact, that's what I would recommend. It's perfect for that. There are jewel tone pinstripes on this light gray background. Anything you'd do with denim, this is good for. So pants, jackets, and vests. All fair game with this one. This one's called Miss Scarlet. It's a wool crepe. So it's a lighter medium weight wool, wonderful for skirts, especially gathered A-line skirts. You could also do things like vests, jackets, waistcoats, I suppose is another word for vests. Fairly fluid, and this one's nice and soft. This is a nice wool. We have a lot of wool crepes, and they're all kind of burgundy, but they're various shades of burgundy. So they are different fabrics, they're just slightly different. So this is Professor Plum wool crepe, just a little more purple than our Miss Scarlet. Same thing, fluid, great for gathered A-line skirts. Slightly sheer up to the light because it's loosely woven. That loose weave makes it more fluid. So lighter medium weight wool. Our last burgundy wool crepe, this is Hercule Poirot. It's another lighter weight, This one has a little bit, this one just feels a little heavier, a little more fluid. It really hangs, I can feel the gravity pulling on this one. There's just a teeny bit of stretch to it, and it's more sheer than the other two. So keep that in mind. This one would lend itself much more to things like wrap dresses just because the drape is so much more fluid. So remember, the Hercule Poirot is the one you want if you're looking for drape. It's very fluid. This one's called Nosy Nancy, Nancy Drew. It's a rayon blend suiting. This one feels silky soft. I thought it was a silk, but it's rayon. Beautiful fabric, kind of a loosely woven suiting, this nice neutral taupe background, and then these pops of pink and turquoise, purple, and yellow. Like it's subtle, but they're in there. This is really, really pretty. Nice fluid drape on this one because it's rayon. Excellent for A-line skirts. You could also do loose fitting trousers. Those would be really cute. And things like jackets. It's a suiting, make suit type things, great for tailored garments. It does have kind of a shifty weave to it, so you'll need some stabilizers in there if you want to go tailored. Wide leg, loose fitting trousers would be excellent out of this. Our last fabric is the Agatha Christie sweater knit. Fair bit of stretch, not a lot of bounce back, like it's not very elastic, but it does have some give. Drapey cardigans are your best bet here. This feels like a blankie. Wear it like a blankie. Something just draped around you. Also, you could do lovely scarves out of this. This is very soft. I suspect rayon. We just called it a synthetic blend because there are enough fibers mixed up in here that we do not know. Probably a little bit of rayon, but then I would guess acrylic just because it's very soft. This is a lovely, cozy fabric. That is it for this week. Happy sewing.